Hi guys, today I am going to talk about all of my new safety gear to go with my new ruby red canoe. Stick around. Thanks for sticking around, guys. If this is your first time joining my channel, welcome to Aeetos Outdoors. My name is David, and my channel is all about my journey into the outdoors, whether it's hiking, backpacking, bushcraft, and now, as the title of the video says, canoeing. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then please consider subscribing. Click the subscribe button down here in the bottom left and click the bell icon to turn notifications on. That way you get updated every time I release a video. Right now I'm releasing a video once a week every Wednesday. So I hope that you will enjoy the content I put out, and if you do, please comment down below and let me know. With that out of the way, let's talk about some of the safety gear I have for my new canoe. So for those of you that this is your first time joining me, a couple of weeks ago I got hold of a canoe. It was a little bit damaged. With the help of some of my friends here, we managed to fix the problem, which was the keelson was bent and it bent one of the seats. So with liberal use of a hammer, we basically managed to straighten it out, and I tested it out in my last video, and it works wonderfully. It's watertight. It's great. So if you haven't already, I will link that video up here. So that's my canoe's first trip video. So click that if you want to see some of the beautiful scenery of where I am, and my first time out in a canoe in a very, very long time. So safety gear. Obviously, just getting into canoeing, I don't know a great deal about safety gear. I know that life jackets are a thing, and also spare paddles, and then you also do need to have a safety kit on board. So I'm going to talk about those. You need to have all of these items on board to comply with Transport Canada legislation. So that's why I've got all of these, and obviously to preserve my own life, I don't want to go canoeing and die. So with all that morbidness out of the way, let's talk about the gear. So the first piece of gear that I have is, this was free. This is an old Mustang life vest. It zips up at the front, and it has a string to tie it here for extra secure, and then you can tie at the bottom too to tighten. I may look at replacing these because they are a bit tatty. When I'm out by myself, this is going to be a backup. And if I'm out with other people, then they are able to wear this. I think it's a large, so should fit most of my friends. So this is just as I said, I got this for free from a local here. So thank you very much. I'm sure you know who you are if you even watch my videos. But yeah, so this is my backup PFD, not a PDF, that's a document. This is my backup PFD. And the one that anyone will use when they come with me. Now for my PFD, I have this one. So this is a Mustang Deluxe paddling vest. I got this at a local store, so shout out Method Marine. Thanks for hooking me up with this and the knife that I will talk about in a little bit. I was talking to one of the staff in Method Marine. We had a great chat about everything, and they were really helpful with helping me pick this out. So a couple of the reasons that I picked this one. Firstly, it is open at the sides. So that gives great movement for my arms when I'm paddling, and I guess it will stop me getting too hot too. I can imagine that in this one it might be a little warm. So this one is open at the sides. It's got the mesh as well, so you know what's covered will be breathable. It's also super adjustable. You've got these straps on the side and straps on the top here, so it is super adjustable. And it zips up at the front. It also has pockets, which was something that I was looking for. I figured if I'm going to be canoeing and fishing, it'll be handy to be able to put some bits and pieces in these pockets rather than to constantly have to root around in my bag or tackle box or whatever. So the pockets are great. It also has this fast clip here for the knife or for walkie-talkie or whatever. But as I said, I will talk about the knife in a little bit. So the pockets, the adjustability, and the knife holder are really what sold me on this. For any of those that are interesting, as I said, it's the Mustang Deluxe paddling vest. The number for it is MV5801. I got this for about, well, I actually got a bit of a discount on it, but I think it retails on Mustang's website at 144 bucks. I got it for a little bit cheaper than that. I actually got a great discount on this. So that is my PFDs. Now, the knife. So I hope you can see that. So this is an Aqualung squeeze dive knife, and I have attached it to the quick holder on the PFD. And to open it, you just squeeze the sides and pull it out. It has a blunt tip, so if I do drop it, it's not going to stab into my foot, or if I was in an inflatable, it's not going to puncture the inflatable. One side of it is a traditional knife blade. The other side is serrated, and then it does have a kind of little hooked part there for sort of cutting straps and things. It's got a decent sized handle. It fits in my hands pretty well. So this is a handy piece of kit, and this is just in case if I do capsize or anything, if I'm tangled up in lines or anything like that, then I can easily free myself and not drown. The blade is stainless steel, so that should help preserve it against rust and things if it does regularly get wet. Although Aqualung do recommend that you oil it to keep it rust free. It came pretty sharp out of the box, and this was about 40 bucks, so pretty decent there. And it clips in. It's got a decent hold, so it's not going to fall out. And I have obviously used this while I was canoeing in my last trip, and it's out of the way when I'm paddling, so it doesn't get in my way where it is there. So, but it's nice and handy to have. So that is the PFD. Now, paddles. So, this is my main paddle. This is a Grey Owl Voyager paddle. This is from MEC, or MEC, here in Canada. It is made out of ash, bass, and cherry wood, and it does have a urethane tip here. I got the 60-inch long paddle because I was told when you're standing, the handle should come up under your neck. That's how I was told to measure for a paddle, and it fits. It fits very well. It's a good length. I was very comfortable using it when I was out paddling. So that is this paddle, the Grey Owl Voyager, and that was about 70 bucks from MEC. This is my backup paddle, or my co-pilot's paddle, my other person's paddle. This was given to me for free by one of my friends at work. Actually, it was left at their place, and they gave it to me for free. This is a little shorter, as you'll see, and so this will be for whoever's coming with me. And I think this was most likely probably got at Method Marine as well back in the day. And I can't remember how much they were, but as I said, this one is free. And I do also have another one of these that's a bit longer but needs some work. It's been left outside and it's pretty badly weathered. So I do have 3 paddles. The last piece of kit is this level 6 boater kit. So this is required again by Transport Canada to have. It screws off. So you have a small baler here, or you have a bigger baler here, so if you are taking on water, you can get that out. I added this little piece of bank line to it so I could attach it to the thwart of the canoe, just so it'll stay there, and so if we do capsize, you know, it's going to be attached. So That is just something to hold it on there. And then within it comes 50 foot of, you have to have 50 feet of rope. So that is here. It comes with a whistle. And I'm also going to look at attaching a whistle to my PFD. It comes with a flashlight. Woo woo. Allegedly a waterproof flashlight, I think. a water resistant flashlight. So we'll see how long this lasts if it ever gets wet. There's also a safety blanket in there, which is great. Comes in handy, especially if you do dunk. And that is the lot. So altogether, this kit was $34.99. So it's something that you have to have for for safety purposes. So it's an expense that I have to have, and I don't really mind that. It doesn't take up much space. It's nice and handy and compact. I can stash it in the canoe and don't have to worry about not being able to pack other things in. One thing to note is you do kind of, if you are out solo, you want to have this to hand, so I wouldn't want to tie this to the front of my canoe and then be sat in the middle or at the back, because it's going to make a pain if something does happen for me to get this. So that's the safety kit there. So, all of the bits I have the PDF, wow, that's a thing. So I have the PFD, the personal flotation device. I have that. So I have the Mustang Deluxe paddling vest. I have my Grey Owl Voyager paddle. I have the Aqualung squeeze knife, and then I have the boater kit, the safety kit. So one other thing that you will have seen in the last video, and I'll overlay a little clip here, is I adapted some pool noodles into being essentially buffers between the canoe and my car. So what I've done is I've put pool noodles on either side, so that the canoe sits nicely on the top, and then I did actually put a couple of smaller bits to cover the thwart, because the first time I moved the canoe I didn't do that, and I might have a scratch on my car, but shh, please don't tell Toyota. So I adapted those pool noodles, and then I just used some ratchet straps that I borrowed off a friend. Thanks, Scott. I used ratchet straps to secure the front and the back of the canoe to my car to hold it steady, and that did the job for me. So I'm pretty pumped with them. I also do have to thank Selina for picking up the safety kit and the paddle for me when she went out of town. So thank you, Selina, for getting those. Thank you, Scott, for lending me the ratchet straps, and thank you to Cosy, who gave me the PFD and one of the paddles, and Wally at work for the other paddle. So big thank you to all of those people, and also Mark and Steve for helping me with the canoe and getting it ship shape, or canoe shape, if you will. So that's a little bit about the safety kit that I have for my canoe. I'm hoping to do a few more trips over the summer, so I hope you'll join me for those. And once again, if you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Please click the button down here to do so. Do you have a canoe? What do you use it for? Do you go fishing in it? Maybe if you have any ideas about fishing in a canoe, you could write them down below in the comments. Or if you've got any other recommendations of kit that maybe I'm missing, you could write those down too. So that's it from me today. Thanks very much for joining me, and I hope I will see you again very soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.